So being in the product space obviously means that we're going up in the value chain, not only from a business perspective. Business is very good because once you do the initial investment for every project or every customer, you're not expending that much money. 40 to 50% is license money. So that way we are going up the value chain, and also in terms of credibility and respect for a product company is reasonably high. Okay, internationally also, if you say that you are a product company, right from Microsoft to everybody, Apple, so all the really top software companies worldwide are these product companies. And even companies like IBM and all are forever acquiring newer products, Oracle or IBM. So that has got a lot of prestige value attached to it also. And a product company forever has to have an outlook in terms of being up to speed in whatever little space that they have decided for themselves. Having releases every 6 months, every 1 year. Constantly innovate. Okay, innovation here is it's not a fancy term. Innovation is what you do. And we are innovating on two fronts. One is in the information management space itself. Okay, so in the information management space, there are a lot of technological advancements that are happening worldwide. Like for example, I'll give a small example. There's something called collaborative intelligence. Okay, like having business intelligence in an organization work the same way that social networking happens. Okay, this we introduced in our product last year. Okay, last July or August, and this is being spoken of by Gartner in their summit this year. Okay, so that according to me is like being ahead of technology. Okay, we got the mobile version of the application going sometime in October, November last year. This year, the Goliaths are trying to get into in the mobile space. So it is not so much about renting the technology; it's constantly seeing where the world is going. Okay, if the ability to visualize that the next big thing will be an iPad or a whatever. And also for us, expansion is this technology is just to even sustain, we need to do this. In terms of growth, two prongs. One is geographically. Okay, so far we have been mostly in the India, SAARC countries, Middle East region. Okay, we are planning to expand into Asia Pac and Asia Pac region next, and a bit of Europe. US follows later. Let them come out of there. So, and in terms of offering, we are moving into the healthcare space. Okay, healthcare itself is a humongous area. There are providers and insurers and care administrators. So we are going to be giving for the care providers, which is hospitals, clinics, laboratories, and the like. So we're going to be giving analytics in both the spaces. One is the operational, and also in clinical analytics. In terms of how to improve patient care, how to reduce mortality rates, how to improve your emergency room operations. So in pure terms, care analytics we are going to be focusing. That is a huge challenge. We are not just going to be talking about resource utilization, bed management, and all that. That is there. That's part of there. It's given. We are going one step further and talking about care analytics in terms of patient management, repeat patients for the same procedure, event, episode. So at that level we are going. So that is our outlook for, we've already started it. That's where we are seeing the next 10 to 12 months going. Of course, market expansion for the marketing team, and this for the product team is where we are going.